example problem of something you might see on the test. It says for the function f defined above, what is the value of f of -1? So do you remember how to do this? Do you remember what you're supposed to do with this value of -1?
You should, okay, let me check it. Okay. What you do for the -1 right there? For the -1, you should.
Well, it doesn't matter that it's negative or it just, you always do the same thing with these values. You substitute them back into the original function.
Okay.
So you're going to put that right there in that position for x. So it's -1 plus 3 divided by 2.
-1 plus 3 divided by 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
do you see how it took on the place of that x value?
Yeah, how do we, okay, yeah. So -1x, right?
No, it takes the place. It replaces. Replaces. What does the word replace mean?
Replace, it means it will take away and it will take away and be high by be it will be taking away somebody, it will be taking away something and switching it to another one.
That's right. That's right. So we're switching it to -1. Okay, so now there's what's called implied parentheses in the numerator. You have to do the numerator first.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let me write that down. Okay. All right, got it down.
Okay, so what do I mean by do the numerator first? What does that mean to you?
Do the numerator. For the numerator, you should. The numerator is the top, right?
Yes.
I was okay. I guessed it. And the numerator, you should -1 plus 3. You should do.
Okay, so can you do that for us?
Yeah, -1 plus 3 right there. -1 plus 3. That's 1.
-1 plus 3 is not 1, but maybe you meant the whole answer is 1.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. It's 2.
It's 2, and then 2 divided by 2 is
2 divided by 2 equals 1. I said 1.
very good. Okay, let's try another one here. All right, so I'm going to give you another function. Okay, so let's go. Let's say that f of x equals x plus 7 divided by 2. Okay, and I want you to find f of -1.
Okay. All right, I got it. 3.
Final answer is 3. Okay, let's take a look. -1 plus 7 divided by 2. So you have to add in the numerator first. That's 6 divided by 2, which equals 3. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's try another one here. All right, so let's take a look at this problem here. It says the function f is defined by f of x equals x squared minus 7. What is the value of f of 3? What are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do with that value of 3?
The value of 3 right there. So what you're supposed to do for the value of 3, you should replace it.
Replace x with 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna write 3 squared minus 7.
Okay.
Can you calculate that for us?
Yeah, let me just do this one. Let me just do that. Two.
Yes. 3 squared minus 9 is 9. 9 minus 7 is 2. Very good. Okay. So we're gonna look at one that's slightly more difficult now because we have to be able to be comfortable handling negatives. Let's say f of x equals x squared minus 2x. And I want you to find f of -1. So when you substitute for -1, you have to do negatives in parentheses. Do you see I put -1 inside parentheses before squaring it? Do you see that, Sourish?
Yeah.
This is important. This is really important because it didn't matter in the previous problem. 3 squared, it didn't matter, but now it does because you have to square the -1, okay? Minus 2 times parentheses -1. So whenever, and this is something you might want to write down or think about, when you substitute for a negative, okay, you want to do it in parentheses.
Do I have to write it down?
Well, only if you want to remember this. I think you
Well,
do.
let me just, I think I remember that. I think I remember that. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, math can be pretty like it's like this mathematician this math right form right here. It is like you use it for a negative and then you just solve the equation right there.
Yeah, we're definitely going to get a number out of this when we're done, but I want you to be clear that when you evaluate functions for negative numbers. So far, Sourish, let's go back and look. Do you see how, well, the first one we did a negative, but it didn't really matter. We've been mostly doing it for positives. And the problem is when you square, you have to be very careful with negatives that you do it correctly. So whenever you see a negative, you really want to put it in parentheses.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so what is -1 squared?
What is -1 squared?
Yes.
-1 squared. That is going to be negative. That's going to be -1 times -1 times 1, right?
You're multiplying it by itself. -1 times -1.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's 1.
It's 1. And this next part, it depends on how you interpret it. It's either -2 times -1, or you're subtracting 2 times -1. It depends on how you want to look at it.
Okay. Okay. All right, okay. So now -2 minus -1. That's gonna be
No, you're multiplying, Sourish. You're
-2
multiplying.
times -1. That's 2.
Yes, that's 2. So it's +2.
Okay.
What is the final answer?
3.
3. Good. Okay, so let's try another one here. We're gonna do the same function. Let's say it's f of x equals x squared minus 2x. Okay, and I want you to find f of -2 this time.
I have -2 this time.
Yes.
Okay. I got that. So now we do the same thing for that.
Yes, I'm asking you to do the same thing we did in the previous problem.
You want to show me that previous problem so I can match that?
Sure. Let's go. What I'll do is I'll scroll up here and you can write it down.
Let me just look through that and let me review that. Then I can do the problem.
I'm gonna wait till you write this down, Sourish, because that's the whole goal here is you write it down, you go through the steps, and you have a better understanding of how to do it. So I'd like you to write this down.
Okay, I got it now.
I don't believe that you've written it down. Are you sure you've written it down?
Okay, I'll just write it down. If I can. Okay, got it down.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it now.
All right. So let's look at the problem that I asked you to do here. So it's essentially the same thing. Okay. But
Okay.
it's for -2 instead of -1.
All right. All right. I'm doing it. Eight.
Okay. So let's take a look here. You think the answer is 8. Is that right?
Yeah.
So it's parentheses -2 squared minus 2 times parentheses -2. So -2 squared is really -2 times -2 or 4 plus 4. And yes, that is 8. Very good.
Yeah. Why did you say? Okay. It was supposed to be. It wasn't like not a good answer for you. I was thinking about that.
I think you're thinking too much of it. Sometimes I want us to work through the problems together. That way, you've got, you know, the reference here in case you want to go back and look at it. Okay, so let's look at a new question. Can you read this out loud for us?
Yeah, the function h is defined above. For what value is x is hx equals -2. All right, okay.
So this one is different, Sourish. It's not the same as the previous ones.
All right,
Let's go back and look at the previous ones. Where is the number?
and the number is in the parentheses, which is -2, and it's going to be in the x.
Is this number in parentheses?
No.
No. So this time it takes the place of h of x. So you write -2 equals -4 x minus 1 plus 2. And do you see how this is different?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh wait. Oh, yeah.
So from here, we're going to you have to know how to solve the equation. Okay. Now you could guess. You could guess, like if I gave you the multiple choice answers, and I will do that here because I'm okay if you try that for this problem.
Okay. All right. I'm just writing all this down. Let me figure this out. Or maybe no. Because we can do this for example. Wait, what is that?
These are the answers.
Okay, I'll try to solve this myself.
So what I'm suggesting though is you could try the answers, but it's okay if you want to solve it on your own.
Mhm. It's 2.
You're saying the answer is 2.
Yep,
All
I
right, so
solved it.
let's try it out here. Let's put 2 in for x.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go -4, 2 minus 1 plus 2.
Okay.
So -4 and 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, so you multiply those two numbers together. That's -4 plus 2, and that equals -2.
Okay.
Any questions on that? Because I want us to do another one like this.
Let me just try to write this down.
Okay, I mean, you got it right.
Wait. No, it's -2.
Yes, you got it. Well, no, I'm sorry. Yeah. So that's why I asked if you thought this was correct. So we need to go through this problem again, but I wanted to see if you're clear on this.
I'm clear on this.
Okay, so let's go through how to do it. -2 equals -4 x minus 1 plus 2. So the first thing you should do is subtract 2 from both sides of the equation. Okay, so -2 minus 2 is -4 equals -4 parentheses x minus 1.
Okay.
And then you divide both sides by -4. Okay,
Mhm.
and you get 1 equals x minus 1. And then you add 1 and you get 2. Isn't that what you said?
Mm,
You said 2, didn't you?
yeah.
Why
Did you
didn't
get
that
it
work?
wrong? Did you
Oh
write it
no,
wrong?
we want to get -2. I'm sorry. I was thinking, so this is right. Yes. Right. I thought we were supposed to get 2. I wasn't looking at it carefully, but good job. Well done.
Oh, but I didn't get the right answer.
No,
It was
no, you did get the right answer. I was looking at something different. You did this completely correct.
haha. Okay, yep. That's what I did. Okay, yep, thank you. Because X is 1. That's what I was saying.
All right, so let's take a look at another question here.
Hmm.
All right, so let's say g of x equals -2, x minus 1 plus 2. No, I'm sorry, I'm giving you the same problem again. Let me not do that. Sorry about that. I was looking up at the screen and I'm like, that's going to look good. Okay, let's go g of x equals -2 parentheses x plus 1 plus 3. And let's say that g of x equals 9. Okay.
Okay.
So in this problem, 9 is going to take the place of g of x. So you've got 9 equals -2 x plus 1 plus 3. So do you want to try solving this on your own, just like you did in the last problem?
Uh-huh.
Great.
-1.
So your answer is -1. All right, let's take a look here. Okay. So you're going to first subtract 3 from both sides of the equation. What is 9 minus 3?
9 minus 3. That is gonna be 8, 7, 6. So, 9 minus 3, 6. Hello?
Yes. Yep. 6 equals -2 x plus 1.
Mm-hmm. That's the answer. Oh, okay. And now that's -4, right? 2, 4.
You're going to divide both sides by a -2. What is 6 divided by -2?
-2, that's -3.
-3 equals x plus 1.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's the answer.
Well, no, you have to subtract 1 from both sides.
Okay. -3 minus 1. That's 4.
That is -4.
X equals -4.
Yes.
Is that a
Yes.
hard problem?
No. This is one of the easier ones that you'll see on the test, but with some practice,
Can I
you'll
write those down? Let me write those down.
of course.
Okay, got it down.
Okay. All right, so let me come up with it. I found another problem here. I think this will be a little easier for you to do. So let's take a look at this one. And I'll actually give you the answers this time, the multiple choice. All right, so it says the function g is defined by g of x equals 2x over 3 plus 3. What is the value of g of negative 30? So my question to you, Sourish, is does this number go here for g of x, or do you put it in for x?
X. You don't need to put in you need to put in an X.
Yes, so it's 2 times negative 30 divided by 3 plus 3.
Yeah, I'll write it down.
Do you have an answer for me,
17.
Serge? I'm sorry?
Negative 17.
Negative 17. All right, so let's take a look here. Now, what's really a good thing to do is actually to divide before you multiply. This is another one of those things you might want to write down. Divide before multiply. And the reason is it makes the number smaller. And I don't know if you did this or not, but we're gonna work it out that way.
Wait,
So
negative 17 is not the right answer.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm trying to give you some help to be able to do the questions faster and more efficiently. So 30 divided by 3 is 10, or negative 10 in this case. All right, so now 2 times negative 10 is negative 20. Negative 20 plus 3 is negative 17. So you did get the correct answer.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try another problem here. Try one like this. So let's say f of x. Oh, do you need to get this down? I mean, you've
I
worked
already
it
got
out.
it down.
You already got it down. All right, very good. Very good.
I've got answers down.
Okay, so let's say f of x is 3 over 4x plus 5, and I want you to find f of negative, let's see here, negative 40. Negative 40, yeah. Go ahead and try that one, please.
Okay. Negative 25.
Okay, so let's see if that's true. You said negative 25.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's 3 times negative 40 divided by 4 plus 5. So if you divide negative 40 by 4, you get negative 10. 3 times negative 10 is negative 30. Plus 5 is negative 25. You are correct. Yes. Okay. All right, so let's look at another problem here. Okay, the function h is defined above. What is h parentheses 5 minus h parentheses 3? So in this problem, you have to find two outputs. Okay, you have to first figure out what is h of 5? Well, that is 2 to the 5th power. I'm not sure if you've seen this. I think you saw it last year. 2 to the 5th power means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. There are 5 2s.
Your cursor is getting lagged.
Everything seems okay on my end here. I'll check again. Let me see if I can look at this. Okay. Everything looks okay for me.
Okay, maybe yeah.
All right.
I just saw for a second, but
So 2 to the 5th means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. There are 5 2s. 5
Mhm.
2s. What is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2?
2 times 2, 4 times 2. 32.
It's 32. Good. And now h of 3 is 2 to the power of 3. That means 2 times 2 times 2 times, well, just 3 of them. 3 2s. What is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2?
8.
8. And then you subtract the results. 32 minus 8 is?
32 minus 8. 32 minus 8 right there. 32 minus 8. That is going to be 22.
Try again.
24.
24. Very good. Okay, so let's try another one here. Did you get these notes down? Because I'm going to give you one like this.
I'm getting it down. I'm getting it down.
Okay.
Wait, where's my pencil? Wait, what? Where am I? Oh, there it is. I'm writing that down. I'm writing all this down.
All right. Very good.
Okay, I'm almost getting this down. Okay, there we go.
You got it down?
Mhm.
All right. So let's say h of x equals 2 to the power of x. I want you to find h of 4 minus h of 1.
Okay, I got it.
So give that a try, please.
Mhm. 14.
Your answer is 14. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so let's figure out what h of 4 is. H of 4 is 2 to the power of 4. And
Yeah,
that's 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 4 twos. What is 4 twos?
4 twos is 16.
Good. And then h of 1 is just 1, 2. So you subtract those two, 16 minus 2.
14.
Very good. Very good. All right, so I'm going to give you a slightly more difficult one. Let's say f of x equals 3 to the power of x. Okay. I want you to find f of 1 minus f of 3.
$26.
26. Yeah, so f of 1 is 3 to the power of 1, which is 3, minus 3 to the power of 3, which is 27. Okay.
Mm.
Did you get 27 for 3 to the power of 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're subtracting. Which one is further
That's a
from 0?
negative. That negative. Wait.
Right. It's definitely
Are you
negative.
kidding me? Wow. Okay. And
It's
3
not 20.
minus 3 minus 27. Is it going to be a negative?
It has to be negative because the 27 is negative and it's further from 0.
Okay. 3 minus 27. I got this. Negative 24.
Negative 24. Very good. All right. Do you want to do another one like this?
I think I'm getting it. Wait, is there going to be an addition one? What about the addition one?
There could be, but we're not doing that.
Because I don't think that's going to be in there, only subtraction for this.
No, I mean, it could be, but so we'll do one. Here, let's do one.
Yeah,
Let's
the
say,
addition one.
let's say h of x equals 4 to the x. What is h of 1 plus h of 2?
Okay, let me write this down. $20.
Your answer is 20. Let's take a look here. So h of 1 is 4 to the power of 1. H of 2 is 4 to the power of 2. 4 plus 16 is 20. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that probably is it for tonight, Sourish. Do you want to? Does your dad want to talk, or do you just want
Yep,
to?
my dad wants to talk. Dad!
Okay.
Dad! Well, thank you, Matthew.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Hello, hi.